Hi Capricorn, here's a general look at your solar chart for February 2010. Now I think you're going to have a lot on your mind at the moment. Probably you're learning something or gathering information anyway. Yeah, it's quite busy in your head just now, maybe more toing and froing going on. Now until the 19th, actually the focus is on material issues, probably property, possessions. You may just be weighing things up there, so it's a kind of a background noise in a way. Seeing how you know, looking for opportunities to improve things, considering your options. Some of you may be buying and or selling at the moment. Maybe you're more interested in purchasing decorative type items or designer labels, doing a little bit of retail therapy there. Things which enhance your comfort zone. You at the moment you could be surrounded by things that do please your eye, you know, and that could be nature, of course, which is really quite free, except you have to pay for it maybe with a little bit of effort, but so it could be that. Now, you know, it could be stuff though, and there is a danger at the moment that you get so tangled up in your need for security that it's controlling you rather than you controlling it, and it's influencing the decisions you make and possibly curtailing your freedom. And I'm saying that because of this position of Mars, where it's been for a while now, a couple of months, and it's going to be there until June, and that's, you know, that is gonna make you hyper preoccupied, really. You kind of keep it close to your chest maybe about things around what you share with another, and that can be money, it can be property, it can also be like a moral obligation that you have with another. Another way, of course, it can work is that it's in a pretty sizzly area of your chart until next June, and passionate love is on the cards for those of you who are looking, or maybe you're just thinking about it more. But definitely it will favor encounters which include non-verbal communication, and this vibration can bring intense encounters. Maybe you've already had one. Maybe you're in the midst of one, or maybe there's one in the pipeline coming towards you. And this, of course, depends on your personal natal chart. So these intense encounters can happen in that sort of way, but also in another kind of way, which is that you and somebody else may be disagreeing about something, about managing resources maybe, or sharing resources, or sharing some sort of commitment. Or maybe you are looking to compromise in some way and seeking a win-win solution, but maybe both of you have dug your heels in. It is quite possible that that is what is going on at the moment, because I think something is bugging you. Something's irritating you about somebody else's behavior. So it might be that, or it might be somebody else, you know, something else who, on some level, you don't feel like somebody's playing ball, or maybe that you just feel hamstrung maybe by circumstances that you have around you, and you could be simmering inside. Whether you're noticing this very much or not is quite something else, but if you were to notice it, then don't be surprised, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Now, until the 12th, however, I mean, this does look like, you know, some really nice energies this month. I think your busy mind will calm down from the 10th. And you know, things will go a bit quieter within you, mentally that is, and until the 12th, that's from the beginning of the month until the 12th, well, then you are inclined to appreciate the good things in life, your comforts, but also your companions, those around you who you really value and admire, and you really feel that during this time. You want those sorts of things around you that you prize in some way, and you might have to restrain the urge to splash out. On the other hand, some retail therapy might be just what the doctor ordered, particularly if it adds to your sense of well-being. So you might want to get yourself some therapy as well, or have a makeover, or, you know, just something that makes you feel good. And also on another level still, this particular transit up until the 12th is helping you maybe to appreciate more about yourself, and maybe considering that it's time for you to develop your dormant talents, and perhaps in the future capitalize upon them. So maybe you're turning that over in your mind as well. So you're entering a long cycle of reaping what you've sown over many years in the past, Capricorn, and the consequences of past decisions are going to come home to roost now. And this is quite a long cycle. It's your ruling planet. It will be just more than 2 years. So if you've prepared well in the past and with honor and integrity, then you should, look forward to some rewards coming towards you now over this next 2 and a bit years. Definitely your focus is going to be on image, public image, social standing, kudos, public prestige, that kind of thing. Maybe, constructing a new edifice, a new sort of look for yourself in some way, and building a good rep as well. But you just got to keep plugging away at it, now in February it might feel a bit difficult to be doing that. You may be taking the more difficult route on that one, or maybe the universe has conspired to put you on that path, because it's all about learning here anyway. It doesn't matter what we're doing, we're learning. In February, you're pushing to reshape your image as far as others are concerned. Looking at you, the way you project yourself out into the world is changing. Others are getting used to the new evolving you. You're getting used to the new evolving you, but you are actually in a phase of breakdown and renewal at the moment, and rebirth. And it's a long phase, so you've got to be patient and persevering, but of course you can be, because you are the master at that, Capricorn. But it does rather feel as though you're pushing a boulder uphill sometimes, and you may have to eliminate certain elements from your past. It could be in you, it could be habits in you, it could be psychological patterns in you, or it might be people or conditions to do with your past. Now then, this aspect eases up towards the end of the month, so you'll find it easier to make progress from then. Now from the 12th, your social life will start to gather momentum. You'll enjoy everyday encounters with others more. You'll appreciate their feedback. You'll start to hear nice things about yourself from somebody, or in some other way. You'll be feeling pretty upbeat, I think. Also, you'll be appreciating beauty in your surroundings. Maybe you'll be moving around more and enjoying the scenery. It's also good for buying and selling in media and promotions, because you're able to pitch something well, really, speak your heart. That's from the 12th onwards. The 15th to the 18th, that looks especially favorable in those areas too. Now from the 19th, you're going to be busier all round, more paperwork, maybe more correspondence. There'll be lots more activity. You'll be gathering information, studying, toing, froing, and once again, maybe having a heart-to-heart talk with somebody. But also cultivating the art of listening, Capricorn, and also making sure you read the small print in any agreement, by the way. Now, Jupiter's recent move heralds a period for you of many months of expansion in those sorts of areas to do with study, information gathering, media, that kind of thing, learning something new. And you'll be thinking bigger, you'll be thinking outside of the box. Your mood will be more tolerant of others, I think, and you'll be interested in learning lots of new things over many months to come, and perhaps teaching and sharing those new things or your experience with others. And some of you will channel your urge to speak out through some artistic medium over these coming months. Well, that's it for February. If you know your rising sign, have a listen to that too.